All right, it's time for another Tech Tuesday report. Of course, I'm back here at Computer Shack in Beaumont. And today we're going to talk about internet speed and all that good stuff. I know a couple weeks ago we spoke a little bit about it, about how to test out your computer and your connection to make sure you're getting the speed that you were promised by your carrier.
Right. So what we're going to do is go over it again. That way you can double check to make sure you're getting the internet speed that you're paying for.
I love it. All right, real quickly, you just pulled up a website here.
Right. So this is speedtest.net. It's easy. Just go to your internet browser, type it up here, brings you to this page, and all you have to do is click Begin Test. It automatically selects the region. For us, it bounces off of Houston, and it'll start testing. It'll send them a signal, see how long it takes for it to get there and how fast it can send it, which is what it's doing now. When this is done, it tells it how fast it comes back.
Nice. And so based upon this report, you can go back then and go, okay, I was promised with XYZ company that I was going to get this type of speed, and you can actually compare it to what you actually are getting now.
Right. And so as you see, our download speed is 9.72 megabits per second. Our upload speed, as it's talking right now, is going to float right around 0.9, and that's actually what we pay for, is 10 megabits down. So
right.
That's your speed on the internet, is your download speed. When they talk about 30 megabits a second, 50 megabits a second, it's always your download speed that they're talking about.
All right, it's kind of convenient that AT&T Uverse has a banner ad right underneath that report to say, hey, come over to us and get a faster connection. Okay, Stephen, you want to add to a little bit of this as well?
Well, we were thinking, well, okay, after you finish the speed test, everything looks good, you check your bill, maybe even call James and say, hey, I'm getting what I'm paying for, but my machine's horrible. It's still slow. You know, well, that's where we come in. So if you've never seen any before, I'm sure we've showed it before. If this is the first time you've caught our show, this is some desktop memory. RAM is the acronym for it. And this is some laptop memory. So this is what you're going to need if your machine's not running as fast as it could be. This is just the first step. And we would go in the machine and find out what you actually have physically. We would open it, but what you can do at home, if you have the computer icon on Windows 7, you can right-click it and left-click Properties, and this brings up, it says right here, view some basic information about your computer. Okay, it shows processor, speed, type, and RAM size. Look in parentheses right here, RAM. It has 8 gig of RAM. Okay, yours might say 2 or 3 or 4. Either way, in most cases, we can double it for $40 to $50 right now is about the going rate, depending on the type of RAM you have. And that's the first thing you want to do. We want to get you up to at least 4 gig of RAM minimum these days. And those two things combined, we can save you a lot of headache and a lot of trouble on the internet.
Yeah, sounds good. And of course, run that speed test. Make sure you're getting it from your carrier. And of course, your computer might be old and that needs additional RAM to do all the things you want to do. Hey, come see these guys. You can give them a call. They'll answer any questions that you might have on your computer, your connection. I know last week we talked about the Linksys wireless system. So give these guys a call. The information is on your screen. Please, they know what they're doing here. And you know what? If you want a new laptop or something like that, you can build them as one as well.
Right, custom built, 3-year warranty in stock, and build them here and we fix them here.
I love it. We've got more Southeast Texas Live coming up after the break.